Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive, pulls back, baseline, jumper's good! OKC with their first lead of the second half. Williams has been hot all night, falling away, got it! 40 points for Jalen Williams. 28 remaining, Holmgren down the lane! A Holmgren hammer, and it's back up to a dozen.
This is Udart. You're listening to the Uncontested.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Uncontested Sunday Show, part of the Blue Wire Podcast Network and proudly sponsored by Prairie Artisan Ales. I'm your host on this Sunday night, JD Silva, joined by the whole cast of fellas. We got Jacob Niffen.
What's up?
We got Justin.
Hello, everybody.
We got TP.
The starting five.
And we got Nick Crane.
We got no bench.
No bench.
Don't need a bench.
We don't need it.
Have we ever discussed
what position each of us would play on a basketball team? If like pickup is positionless, but if we had to list positions,
I don't think
there's only one obvious one.
Point guard,
Justin.
baby.
yeah, Justin's our center.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
How dare you?
I feel like Taylor's kind of that undersized power forward.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say JD might be the power forward, but JD can be the small forward.
JD is our Draymond.
Oh, there you go.
I think Nick's our shooting guard,
Yeah.
Definitely.
and then I'll play point because
You're
all I can
playing
do is
point.
pass.
Here's the white Lamar Odom.
They
update.
named the position after my play style.
True.
JD, did you call me the white Lamar Odom?
I did.
No, that was on crack.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a compliment. Not the off the court stuff.
Some of the off the court
That
stuff
you
is
know.
actually quite good.
Oh,
Okay.
Which parts?
I want to ask you to elaborate.
Elaborate.
White
we're doing
Lamar Odom is not how I would define my game, but
Why not? He was awesome.
Why not?
he was good. It's just not how I would describe my game.
It
fine.
sounds good.
It does. We're doing a mailbag this Sunday night. Before we get into that, though, be sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating if you haven't done so already. You can find us across social media on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. You can check out the Patreon by clicking on the link in the description or scanning the QR code above my head on the video feed.
Will you look at it?
Look at what?
The QR code.
Wait.
Other
wrong
way. Other way.
I was going to say, can we all do it?
Is this working?
Taylor went the wrong way. Nick went the wrong way.
I went the right
It was
way.
inverse.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's a test of critical thinking, and half of us failed.
We failed.
I gotta get a screenshot.
Checks
of that,
out.
So that's what I
Checks
wanted to-
out.
We failed. Yeah, we have extra Patreon episodes on there. We have an awesome Discord you can be a part of. Talk about basketball or not basketball. I mean, maybe you want to talk about fishing.
Yeah.
Or playing 2K. Or
You always go to fishing for the Discord. You know that?
There's a lot of fishing posts.
a lot of fishing posts.
It's true. In our outdoors channel.
Oh, it's Oklahoma.
Got
What
some
are you gonna
anime talk in there. I saw today. Talking
Yep.
movies like Marvel and Superman. All kinds of stuff.
Nick, what's your
Uh,
favorite movie of all time?
Wow.
All time.
It's a weighty question.
It is a weighty
Jeez.
question. I don't think I could answer that.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this bodes well for the mailbag pod.
Yep.
Can't even
Oh,
answer
wow.
a question.
What? That's the hardest question we're gonna get all night.
Probably so.
I don't know. Like,
Wow.
We can come back to you.
yeah, come back to me. That's a hard question.
It is.
Also, every time Silva says mailbag for a split second, my brain thinks MALE mailbag, and I don't know why.
The mailbag.
Mail sack.
The just takes that to a very different place. You got to watch your mailbag around Draymond Green.
You do.
Why don't we have a female bag?
Well, Jacob, ask your mom.
Okay.
Anyway, we're doing the mailbag. I guess we could get into this now.
Did you already talk about Prairie?
I said we're proudly sponsored by them, but I haven't talked about them in other.
I'm
Oh,
drinking a German Pils.
What a cool
tonight.
can.
That is a cool can.
It's a nice can.
Look
They
at
have
Nick.
they have a whole Pilsner pack right now.
Here goes Nick.
That had a little
Yeah.
Little anticipation.
razzmatazz to
A
it.
brief gurgle.
That is a lot.
Tropical
S's.
Nice.
It's a good one.
Tropical S's is a good one.
The tweet is live of Silva looking at the QR code.
Perfect. That's
Great.
efficient.
All right, let's kick off the mailbag. Alex, my guy Alex in the chat says, "What's your favorite Prairie beer?"
Oh, out the gate. Nick will answer in about 17 minutes.
I've got one already.
Okay.
It's an easy one for me. It used to be a buzzer beater. Again, I've said this before, not to sound like an alcoholic. I crave Rhinestone Rancher.
Nice.
The taste of it is so good. And, I drank one about 45 minutes ago. So
Not to sound like an alcoholic, but
That's what I drink when I wake up every morning.
I need it every day. Mine's probably Old Faithful buzzer beater. I was on the hunt for it for so long. It was like a bit for months, and I could never find it. Now I can't get enough, just like Nick.
Mine is I have professed my love for this beer before. Seasick Crocodile.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is the best. We are T-minus like probably 3 months from Seasick Crocodile being back. It's one of their holiday beers. It's like cranberry and cinnamon and vanilla, and it just tastes like Christmas. It's so good.
Over the lemon slice.
Lemon slice has worked its way up there. Definitely in the consideration. Pumpkin pie treat is also
Imagine that.
in the consideration set for top prairies.
That's a throwback reference.
Oh boy. Anyway, TP, what's yours?
I'm not a huge sour beer guy, so I always love whichever like German Pils or German Pils equivalent that they usually have on tap in the tap room. They're always
German
so good.
Pils equivalent would be a pretty good beer name for them.
Yeah, I would.
That actually, that checks out.
Have you tried Bucket Hat?
Yes, I
Bucket
did
Hat's
actually.
good.
One of our watch parties we did there during the
Nice.
playoffs. It was around Father's Day. That's why
I had
they
it in
came out
also.
with it.
Really good.
I think I have my favorite movie.
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's one that I was able to enjoy when it first came out. I'm able to enjoy it now. It's one that, like, if I ever scroll in the guide and I see it, I will stop what I'm doing and watch it. The Dark Knight.
I was
Good
going to
answer.
guess that was
Great
going to
one.
be your answer.
Really?
It's a
Yeah.
good one.
It's a great
I was
one.
like, Nick's probably going to choose something like The Dark Knight in my head.
And I'm not like a DC guy at all, but that was a
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal movie.
Big Christopher Nolan fan. I'm with
Nolan was
Yep.
in his bag.
Yep.
It's good. It's real good.
I don't know what my answer would be to that question, so I'm glad Nick was the only one that was.
Yeah,
I'm over
Nick-
here cropping a picture of Silva looking at the QR code, and then you drop the "What's your
Wow.
favorite movie?"
Yeah.
Nick. I'm like, okay,
Nick.
well, not only am I taken off guard, but you asked me the hardest question ever.
Yeah.
Nick, Nick, can we get a quick Batman voice? Where is Harvey Dent?
No, Justin's
sure?
the resident voice guy.
Where's Harvey Dent?
Have you guys ever seen?
That was good.
Silva should know this. What's that YouTube video? The little chubby kid who's dressed up like Batman and like shakes his dog.
What? What?
Where's
the
Harvey
Rizzler?
Where's Harvey Dent?
The Rizzler?
Hey,
No.
what do you want for dinner?
Spaghetti.
That's all you order of justice. It's incredible. I'm gonna find it and drop it in the chat. For
Jacob
Yes.
has a deep hive mind memory of like obscure internet videos that I've
He
just
does.
literally never known existed that he can pull references to at the drop of a hat.
Hey, speaking of that, Vine is coming back.
Who needs Vine when you have Jacob?
That's right.
Yeah.
But I can more easily access these videos that he
There you go.
pulls out of his mind.
Yes.
I know why Jacob has that deep collection of like Vine and YouTube knowledge is because when I would go to his house as a teenager just to like hang out or whatever, always his
Hey,
family
that
loves
sounds like I'm
watching.
a predator.
Okay, I've known you since I was like 6 years old. At some point,
That doesn't help the story.
okay. Anyway,
He said I could have free as much candy as I wanted, and we watched Vine videos in his
I was
basement.
hanging out with your younger brother. Your family
invited me to
loves
some
watching.
island?
Your family has always loved watching the compilations of like all the funny videos back to back to back to back.
We did that in Indianapolis. Jacob
That's
pulled up
true.
a compilation
Yeah.
video.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's his
I
go-to.
remember that now.
The epic fails or whatever. That was
I was
fun.
Yes.
working and I walked
I
back.
dropped the link in the chat.
I walked back into the Airbnb and I was like, what's happening on the television?
Yeah.
now?
Yeah,
Nick
it's
and I
all
are just
faithful.
sitting there, just locked in.
Locked
Right
in.
before the Thunder got their butts
Oh,
whooped
boy.
by the Pacers.
That's tough.
Before we dive into the mailbag, Adam Loves Horror says, off to bed, but came to say hey, and here's some money. So
Oh, thank you.
Look
Adam.
at Adam.
Such a
Thanks, Adam.
sweetheart.
Before you go to bed, drop your favorite movie.
Wow.
Well,
I
Adam
bet
loves
it's a horror
horror.
movie.
I was gonna say,
That's great. Let's hear it.
curious if he's excited for what's that upcoming horror movie with the kids
Weapons.
that all disappear? Weapons
With the
yeah,
kids.
that all disappear.
You need to change topics quick.
All right, question number 1 for the mailbag. This one's from Caleb Jones. We're gonna swap between like basketball and non-basketball, so just hang around. Question number 1 is from Caleb Jones on Twitter. They say the Warriors changed the league deeply when they started their dynasty. In what ways have the Thunder morphed the league at the start of their dynasty?
Oh, can I take this one?
Great
guys?
That's a great question.
Yes.
Yeah. So that. Ooh, I just got a cramp in my hamstring. Sorry. That.
Off to a good start.
Ooh.
Plays pick up with Silva one weekend, and here we are.
The start of the Warriors dynasty really changed the game in like the pace and space, like 3-point shooting. Everyone tried to mimic it after that. I think the Thunder's championship impact, especially if they like run a back-to-back here or win like 3 and 5 years or something like that, is going to be the uber versatile defensive, like 6'4", 6'5" guy. Like all the teams are going to say, you know, specialists are kind of out the window now. We need guys that can do a little bit of everything, especially defend. Looking like the pinnacle of that is like a J-Dub, right? But then you look at a Caruso, you look at a Dort, you look at a Cason Wallace, you look at a Kenrich Williams, those and Aaron Wiggins to an extent. I know he's not a great defender, but those kind of large guard, small wing, do everything, can play in the system, but specifically defender. I mean, I think we'd all agree the Thunder won an NBA title on defense.
Agreed.
And so I think that's going to kind of be the archetype. If Boston didn't make an archetype when they won last year because they only won one, right? But the Thunder won in a specific style. And if they can win more than one, I think it starts to make other teams think like, is this the direction of the league we need to go in?
And I think we've already seen that this offseason. I was thinking about this, which is why I really like this question. But like positional size and playmaking at every position. We've seen a lot of teams try to not mimic necessarily, but go for that archetype, that brand of basketball. Not only contenders bringing in those type of players on their teams, but also rebuilding teams starting to try and mimic that from the Thunder. Like even Brooklyn, who it's just like a hodgepodge of random prospects right now. And like the Wizards, like I think there's a lot of emphasis on positional size and playmaking. And the other thing is depth. We saw a lot of contenders this season, a lot of teams, especially in the West this offseason, go and try to add to their depth because we saw how important that was this playoffs for all teams. And to no one's surprise, it was the Thunder and the Pacers who came out on top because of that.
That's what I was going to say is the fact that they played the Pacers in the finals, I think definitely builds that narrative that you need depth. The only other thing, I agree with everything you guys said. I'll add on basketball IQ as part of that. It's kind of related to everything you all said, but I feel like that's the one thing that we have been emphasizing the last 4 years-ish, right? Of looking at the types of players Sam Presti was bringing into this organization. Positive wingspan and basketball IQ are like two things that you can count on to get Presti's attention these days. And those feel like things that ladder back to and support exactly all the other things that you guys were hitting, Jacob and Taylor.
I'll be quick on mine.
That I think is sorry. I think that is something that is chaseable. I think there's a lot of elements to this Thunder team that is not necessarily like replicatable for other teams, but those you can definitely
Like
emphasize.
having a Shai or a J-Dub.
Yeah, right. Or like
Or a Chet.
The easy answer would be like just drafting trying to build a homegrown team, but I don't know that that's necessarily a one-to-one replication.
There's
that everybody
more
can go
way
follow.
more context to it than that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know if this is the Thunder thing, but I think to answer the question of how the league will shift, a lot of teams have gone double big. Like in the last 3 years, the Thunder is the first team to win a title doing it. Minnesota did it first. Cleveland did it first. Now the Rockets are doing it. The Mavs are doing it. The Thunder's doing it. Like I think that's going to be the direction the league goes back towards. It's not going to be two traditional centers. It's going to be versatile, modern, perimeter-oriented guys. But I think bigger picture, when you think about like the direction the league's going, it's likely that direction. And you see that with free agency. Teams are having like 3 or 4 really good centers on their roster.
Agreed with that.
Yeah, the shift back to a double big is really fascinating. When you think that the Warriors were running Draymond at the 5,
Yeah.
7 years ago, the pendulum swing in the NBA.
That's what I
is
was just
going
going to say. It's all a pendulum. All a pendulum. Also, to circle back to the first question, Adam Loves Horror says he'll see weapons, but his favorite movies, The Exorcist and Fight Club.
I've always been too
That's
scared
good
to watch
ones.
The Exorcist because I was
Really?
Well, yeah, and it's for a specific reason. When I was a kid, my cousin would show me those like flash games on the computer that were like, oh, here's a funny little video. It's like
And then
someone
something
driving
pops
over
out.
a hill and something pops up, and it was like the Exorcist face, and I was like 7, and it scared the shit out of me.
I thought JD was going to say his cousin was possessed when he was a child.
No,
Can't watch The Exorcist because I saw
No.
a real
I
exorcism.
had to
on
exercise my cousin.
yeah.
Hits too close to home. The Silva household.
Oh my god! All right, really good question by Caleb there. Shout out to Caleb.
That was great.
All right. We'll probably have to move a little bit faster on future questions. We do have quite a few. Next one from J Bud on our Discord. Although none of y'all are nerdy enough, I think. Which of you would be a DM for an uncontested D&D campaign? Oh, J Bud.
So easy.
Oh,
Bud.
buddy.
So easy.
If
You
only you
absolute-
knew.
You fool. You
If
absolute
only you knew. One of these guys on the stage here,
I haven't played in like a year.
maybe still has it, but used to for a long time, literally have the word nerd in his Twitter bio.
I think
That's
I,
Talking
true.
about himself.
I do have a Lord of the Rings tattoo, so I think that's just like permanently on me.
Combined with it's all
I think
one
that's
tattoo.
permanently on me, buddy. That's the definition of a tattoo.
Yes. Fair point.
I
Lord
could
of the
lose,
Rings.
I
Game
could
of
lose a
Thrones.
leg.
That's,
But
well,
not
speaking
only
of it,
that,
yeah.
we're skipping over the main point in that Jacob has literally hosted D&D campaigns, multiple. It's Jacob. I played with him before. He introduced me to it. It was a lot of fun. He does a great job. So let's play with him
Again,
a
that
couple
makes
times.
it sound like I'm a predator. I've played with Jacob before. He introduced it to me. It was fun.
When I
Next
was a
question.
teenager.
It would be Jacob, and he's very good at it. All right, next question. Next question from POW Ranger on the Discord. Most of this is a kind of 3 points here. Why are you guys?
I'm just thinking about the first time we talked about POW Ranger.
Yeah.
So
This
good.
is kind of 3 points. Most of the fan base points to iHeart's contract as a way for OKC to get off money next year. But what if OKC needs to retain iHeart? Would that make you nervous about OKC going into the second apron?
It's just money.
I was going to say not nervous because I don't care if they do as long as they feel like that's the right thing to do. Right. And I think everything we know about this front office is they're not going to get into the second apron by accident or find themselves in a situation where it's like, we're stuck. Like the amount of intentionality and foresight behind every move they make. So if they determine that they want to keep iHeart around to give themselves the best chance to win a championship again, go for it. Not my money. That may not work out, may work out, right? But I don't think you have to feel nervous about that. There are plenty of franchises, I think, that would be a valid concern, but not this one.
His second part of his question is what would make you nervous about OKC going to the second apron at this stage? I think what he means is like going into the second apron once J-Dub, Chet, and Shai's extensions have hit. Obviously, if they were in the second apron currently, yes, I'd be concerned because there's no way they'd be able to have the Carusos and the iHearts like we just talked about around this team. If there's nothing that makes you nervous about that whatsoever, especially when those are your core 3 locked in long term. We talked a little bit about this when they all signed their extensions, but maybe the one thing to just like keep an eye out on, the one thing that could be a reason for concern is if the Thunder bringing in all these young players to supplement the Carusos and the iHearts, or replace the Carusos, iHearts, replace maybe the Case and Wallaces. We'll see. If those players don't pop necessarily, like that could be a reason for concern. Your team's not as deep. Maybe you're playing a different style of ball. But ultimately, they're in such a good position long term. They can still trade for those guys if they need to. So I wouldn't say I'm nervous about that at all.
I think it's important to remember that Thunder needed all the depth this season because they were so dang young. They just gave 2 guys rookie max extensions. Shai has a super max extension. If these guys progress the way that Thunder believe they can based on the money they're paying these guys in the future, we're talking about like a superstar trio. You're probably not going to need a bench that's 12 deep.
True.
And like if these guys, it's going to be 8 or 9 guys again. It didn't have to be the same 8 or 9 guys. And I think that Sorber should end up being really good. The center position generally you can get pretty cheap in free agency as the money dries up. Like J. Will solid. I think Carl's like I think that they'll be just fine with that iHeart. Like that doesn't super concern me either direction.
And on that also, the second apron doesn't prevent you from keeping your own guys. You're just going to pay a lot of tax dollars. So we've talked about it before on the show, so I'm not going to rehash it, but the stipulations of the second apron don't really hurt the Thunder. And by the time they're getting into that like deep water, they can opt out of the CBA and make a new one. And I think that's going to happen because I don't know if either side likes the CBA. So Nick, you did mention, if I can expand on this question a little bit, JD, is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Nick, you mentioned like signing the 2 rookie extensions and then the super max, and they might be looking at 3 superstars and you don't need to be deep. If I asked you to put a percentage chance on it, what would you say the percentage chance is of the Thunder having 3 all-stars next season?
35.
Wow, that's high.
Wow.
That is high.
Pretty good.
I think we'd all say that Chet was more on his way than J-Dub was at the time that he went down.
True.
Absolutely.
I
I think
just didn't
Chet, I
expect
think
that
Chet
from
was
you.
on his way for Depoy before he went down.
Yeah.
So I dig it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think barring injury, I think Shai and J-Dub are now a shoo-in.
Yeah.
And then it's up to Chet. Maybe it's Case and Wallace. Who knows?
I think that playing in the finals and like this time last year, anytime there was like those stupid, they're not stupid, they're kind of fun. Like start bench cut or like one of these guys got to go. Every one of those that had J-Dub, people were just like bashing on him. I looked at one the other day and it was kind of like refreshing. I don't remember who it was. It's J-Dub and 3 other guys. And it was like, rank these guys. And they were like really good players. In almost every comment, and like I saw all of the muses and the seasons and the cloud worlds and like all the avatar memes that you're used to seeing with those kids. And every fan base had J-Dub number 1 of all these guys. And it was like the tides have turned. And I think the fan vote, given the weight that it has, I don't know if the other fan bases are like vote for J-Dub, but when other fan bases are voting for their guys and they got to fill out the rest of the All-Star roster, like I think guys like J-Dub and guys like Chet will naturally be more popular fan votes this year after their finals run.
Absolutely. I also wanted to mention, because the question started around Isaiah Hartenstein. Where does this past season in Hartenstein's career rank on points per game?
Like personal?
Yeah. He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seasons. No, he hasn't played 9 seasons. There's some trades in there. 7 seasons. This season for him.
That's what I was going to say. Somewhere near the middle would be my guess.
You other two have a guess?
Second highest?
I'm going to guess second highest also.
It's his highest points per game.
Really?
By 3 points per game.
Wow.
I thought it would have been
That's significant.
one of the Knicks seasons.
It
That's
makes
what I was thinking.
sense now that you say that because of the role that he had for a good chunk of this season. It's
Mhm.
probably
What
the
about
most
assists?
expanded role.
Where does this season rank on assists in his career?
I bet
gonna
it's
say
first.
highest.
It's first, 3.8. The second highest was 2.5.
Wow.
Where did this season rank on rebounds for him?
Second. Behind
Third.
2 seasons ago.
First. Why not?
First.
It is first, 10.7.
Jeez.
Second highest, 8.3 last year.
I
Or
can
guess 2
detect
years
a
ago.
pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Field goal percent is not his best by quite a long shot. And then points per game. Or sorry, not points per game. I'm sorry, minutes per game.
Highest.
Gotta be high.
Second highest because he
Highest.
played for Tibbs before.
Fair.
Good try, JD. Highest by about 2.5 minutes a game.
Yeah.
The Thunder unlocked iHeart.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
why he signed in free agency last summer, you know?
Maybe the biggest. Well, no, never mind. Not the biggest jump, but highest field goal attempts per game for his career was this year at 8.4. Previous highest was 5.7.
Wow.
Wow.
Huh.
It's telling that no one ever brought up the price of his contract. It was
Yeah.
never a topic because he was so
Yeah.
good. It didn't matter.
Right.
Also, Nick, you mentioned that J-Dub gets a lot of like credit in comment sections now from like the the normies of the NBA world. I feel
LeBron
like
the GOAT.
he gets more respect than SGA does. It feels like in comment sections.
Wemby
Like,
is Hemby.
I made the mistake.
What
of,
else do I have?
Yeah, I made the mistake of going into the TikTok comment section again off like who gets cut out of these 4 players, and it's like Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Luka, and every single comment I swear was SGA, and I'm like, guys, it's still out there. But hey, shout out to J-Dub. He deserves it. Deserves it.
Indeed.
All right. More questions from Alex Bowlerjack in our comment section. Who are your non-NBA pro sports teams? You can go first here. NFL is the Vikings, but I've never been like that big of an NFL or college football fan. The games are just really long, and God, it's a lot of effort. I like going to like if there's like a party or something for an OU game, like that's cool. And then Chelsea,
Hardy.
Hardy, and then Chelsea for the Premier League. Love Chelsea.
Anything
Chelsea
for a
boys.
drink, Silva will show up.
I need my buzzer beater.
I don't think I have any other pro sports teams.
That's wild to me.
I don't
He's
either.
tried. He's tried.
What?
I don't either.
What do you do all day?
I live, Nick.
He's
I don't
got
know
a
about
family,
that life.
Nick.
No,
I don't know
I-
about that life.
OU football
Not yet.
and basketball are interests, but not professional ones. I've never cared about the NFL, and I've tried many times. I've
Same.
tried to be a Rams fan, a Vikings fan, a Cowboys fan, a Broncos fan. Pass. No, thank you. I was a MLS fan for quite a while until Apple TV took over all the broadcast rights, and I haven't watched a single game since. And I've never gotten into baseball or European soccer or hockey or anything else. So that is it.
I saw that ESPN had
Red Zone.
what's the beanbag toss game?
Cornhole?
Cornhole.
They had women's professional cornhole on today.
Nice.
They had like archery tag on. I was
Yes.
at a restaurant a couple days ago.
I was
It's cool.
watching the Ocho on Saturday.
Yeah.
Joe, yeah.
I watched
cool.
the
Archery
pillow fighting
tag?
championships.
You shoot
Yeah,
people with arrows and tag
People
your
with arrows.
That's incredible.
Nick and
Yeah.
I had a couple friends today watching the CrossFit Championship.
That's cool.
So,
pass.
it?
is it?
What? Someone in the comments says Karjitsu goes crazy.
What?
What is Karjitsu?
I've seen the car game. Is it maybe it's the same thing where like you're both buckled up and the first person to get out of the car wins and you're
It's
like holding
real.
each other down and stuff.
What?
It's kind of crazy.
Escape artist?
It's
Professional
nuts.
escape artist?
Overview says it's jujitsu, but inside of a car where every seatbelt and dashboard are used for leverage, and each round can only be won by submission.
I'm in.
Wow.
Sold.
Jeez.
I might
Sign
have a
me
new
up.
sport.
Yep.
Might have a new podcast.
So, this okay, that description sounds like it's like the peak scene in Fast and the Furious 14.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that
sounds like
is.
Taylor on a Saturday night,
Yes, that's right. You gotta be careful in those Ubers.
parked on the
Oh,
cliff
yeah.
in San Diego.
Playing card-jitsu with a police officer.
The flips. Mine's pretty easy. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Have been.
Must be nice.
My grandparents on my dad's side are from Kansas. Yeah, it's early on. My Sundays revolved around my dad yelling at the TV, watching Priest Holmes and Jamal Charles, and I'm going blank on whoever else. Yeah,
Alex Smith.
It's been very fun. That was like as I was really starting to follow it. And then Chelsea. I picked up Chelsea FC as my favorite European football club here about 4 years ago. Jacob or Silva and Kamir and I have been a group text ever since. We were celebrating only like a week after the Thunder Championship about them winning the FIFA Club World Cup, which was awesome. So yeah, those are my two.
Am I allowed to put that comment on screen?
No.
No. No.
Praxis.
Nick, what do you got?
Taylor and I talked about this on a
True.
recent Patreon show. Cowboys, Stars, Rangers, Wings, PSG, McLaren.
F1.
I don't know what I'm missing. That seems like
And then
I love
That's a lot.
One of my favorite bits is that Nick loves all Dallas pro sports team,
Except
but there
Max.
is nothing that man hates more in life than the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes, that's so true. So true.
well, it's because I was born in Dallas. My parents outfitted me in sports clothes of Dallas sports teams growing up, but my parents could care less about the NBA. That's still the case. And I was a player fan growing up. So I was a Shaq and then a D Wade fan. And
If
D
Twitter
Wade
existed when you were a kid, you would have been like D Wade's season.
probably, yes.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, Mavs fans hate D Wade because the Heat Mavs finals debacle, in the early part of my life. So yeah, like the Mavs have just never been my cup of tea, but
That's
is what
the
it is.
politest way I think you could have said that.
I think so
It
too.
is. Yeah. All right. Another one from our comment section. You guys are sending in good questions. Thanks for that. From Chris Hefe. Y'all reading any good books lately?
It's a sick
Anybody-
name.
It is.
That is
Anyone reading right now? I'm reading.
the boss.
I'm reading a third book of a trilogy. The author is Joe Abercrombie. He's a really popular fantasy author. I'm reading the third book. It's called
Also a founder of a really awesome clothing brand, right?
it's called The Last Argument of Kings or something. Yeah, it's cool. I read
I'm
some Brandon
reading
Sanderson recently.
Project Hail Mary.
Oh, it's a good book, dude. I read that.
It's good.
I have
I'm
not
enjoying
read
it. I read The Martian way back when, and then once they released the trailer for Project Hail Mary, I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I need to read this book. And I haven't watched the trailer. I've avoided it.
Good.
And
And
I'm
there's
about-
spoilers in it.
I'm about 3/4 of the way through the book. It's really good.
I am reading, shocker, basketball related, but more so a life book. Drew Hanlon, obviously a famous shooting coach.
I think you
now
tweeted at
trainer.
him and rude things before.
Not about Drew.
I think you have.
Maybe I have. I don't know. I tweeted him about the book though, and he's
You
retweeted.
ruined Chet's shot, Drew.
Oh no, I did make a joke during the finals that he was more invested in Halliburton, and I needed him to work with Chet's shot. But he came out with a book called "Stop Bullshitting Yourself," and it's honestly really great. Basically, it's talking about it's essentially he is taking all the light practices and the NBA practices with his clients like Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Halliburton, and now Chet, and how he applied that to his father, who was trying and needed to, for medical reasons, lose a bunch of weight, and how that was effective. And after that, he was like, why don't I just make this available to everybody? Because this is all these practices are so applicable to life just outside basketball. And it's been really great so far. Highly recommend.
Nice.
You let Taylor talk about it on the podcast, you're going to get an audiobook.
Oh my, that should be a bet payoff after recording.
hell
myself doing
no.
it.
Please, no.
No.
Taylor reads War and Peace for a Patreon pod.
Oh,
Pride and
God.
Prejudice, brought to you by Taylor.
The honesty.
You would miss. you would
Dude, I
mispronounce
was going to
every
say,
word.
can you imagine Taylor
Yeah.
trying to read the names in the Odyssey?
I don't read books.
I can't read real good.
And that's a
I'm
sounder.
16 and I never learned how to read.
I used to read a lot. Like I won
don't
like every
read.
single book award you could think of growing up in elementary and middle
I
school.
used to read a lot. I thought that was gonna be like 5 years. I used to read a lot. I
No,
had
no.
like 500 AR
No,
points.
No, like dude, I used to read.
You know how many personal pan pizzas I got in my day?
I used to literally.
I could recite every Berenstein Bears book.
I'm serious. I used to read an insane amount, and then at some point in life, I stopped reading. I enjoy the concept of it.
Oh my god!
I would hope so, considering
You are a writer,
writer.
in fact.
I pay for a subscription to an app called Headway that
Okay.
gives you the summary version in audio form of books. So if there's like a book
Cliff
on
notes.
leadership or no, it's different. Book on like leadership or coaching or whatever the soft skill is that you want, you plug in the book and it gives you like maybe a 15-minute. Here's everything you actually need to know without the fluff. And I find that much more appealing to my style of consuming written content.
Nick, do you ever read for joy?
What about fiction, Nick?
Oh, I haven't read a fiction book since I was like 14.
Buddy.
Bring some whimsy into your life,
Brother,
Nick.
watch the movie. That's the. I know it's gonna be a horrible take because people always say the movies suck compared to the book, but like,
That is
I've already-
true.
what did Nick just say? I like the concept of it.
Yeah,
well, like I know
I like
there's
reading in theory.
I know there's benefits to it, and it's one of those things that's like you should read, but at the same time, it's like you have to
Yeah.
give up. You have to
Yeah.
give up the time of
takes
the
time.
day to read, and it's like when I think about the things that I have to give up, it's not worth it.
That is
Really-
fair.
Really
I've only
good.
I'm laughing over here, but I did not read for many. I only started.
Well, I never
reading,
learned to
like,
read, and he's laughing at me.
No, I was like Nick, read a ton all through like junior high, and then something called the iPod Touch came out, and I disconnected with books and started playing, paper toss on my iPod Touch, and the rest is history.
That game was
But-
so fun
Doodle
with
jump.
the fans that blew
Yeah.
your little your
Yeah,
little paper football.
but my girlfriend reads like a lot, like 50, 60 books a year, and I'm like, I could probably read 1 or 2 books a year. And I started, and I've read a little more than that. I read like 6 books a year at this point, but it's better than 0, I guess.
Indeed.
I'm at like 2, so that's
Yeah.
way better than me.
Indeed.
That was awesome.
I do have a Kindle.
Hey,
That seems like you're getting your money's worth.
Yeah,
His
I've
wife
pirated
owns a
bunch
Kindle
of
that he
a bunch
sometimes.
of books on it, but I never actually read them.
it's awesome. Oh, my
That was
gosh.
Just to look
He's
cultured.
Where do
sweating.
we go from there?
Should we do some trivia?
We should do some trivia. That was we should definitely do some
Woo.
trivia.
That one got me
Nick's
sweating.
comments made me think of, you remember 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Harry
Yes.
Potter book.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought of.
So good. Oh, boys.
Jacob, I almost told the story of your brother coming into vintage stock, and
Quit telling all these old stories.
I'm sorry, it's
they all
so
start
funny.
off so weird.
They all start off at vintage stock.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell it anyway because it's really funny. Jacob's brother came into vintage stock one day, and he was trying to rent a game or whatever, and the employee working said, "Hey, do you ever read?" And he's like, "It's not like I can go somewhere and rent books for free."
Oh my god!
It's serious. Oh, I love him.
My god.
I love him. It's
amazing.
amazing. It's amazing.
That's phenomenal.
Brother. You ever heard of the Dewey Decimal System?
Oh my
Anyway, let's play some Prairie Trivia, brought to you by our friends at Prairie Artisan Ales. We've already hit on what we're drinking tonight, though Nick's probably cracked open something else.
A
No,
book?
Nick. Oh,
Well done.
that's a good one.
Nick,
Do we have a
Prairie-
book channel in Discord, by the way?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe I'll get active in there.
Take a picture
I
of yourself
hope you
reading a
do.
book like LeBron does, where he opens up the first page of every book.
Prairie has some new beers available. The newest one that dropped on Friday is Chico Dorado, which is a Mexican lager.
Oh, sounds good.
Sounds delightful.
Salt and lime, please.
Hello.
Hello. All right, folks. So, for trivia, the theme of tonight's trivia is Thunder all-time leaders. And it's going to take some creative categories in order for every answer to not be Russell Westbrook tonight. So prepare yourselves. We're going to get into the weeds of basketball reference. I also have a lot of questions. I'm not necessarily going to ask them all. It depends on how fast you answer, Nick. It depends on how fast you answer. So
it's good to go first?
We're just going to go fast. Okay.
But I don't get an advantage by putting my whiteboard up first.
I mean, no, not necessarily, I guess.
Well, you
anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
Question number 1. We're going to start in a fairly normal category. Who leads the Thunder in offensive rebounds? Offensive rebound leader for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Totals.
Jacob says Steve-O. Nick says Kiwi.
I had Steven as well.
Taylor says Steven.
We got to stop
Silva
reading it so quick.
Steven.
Silva's writing it down as you're saying it out loud.
Because I felt like it couldn't be Russell Westbrook based off your disclaimer.
The answer is Steven Adams with 1,823 rebounds.
That's just in his Thunder tenure.
Correct.
Wow.
Who leads the Thunder in defensive rebounds?
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Go ahead and just throw up the big man.
That's a pork?
I thought that said pork. I was like, who's pork? Is that a nickname I'm not familiar with?
The big pork.
JD says KD. Silva says Russ. Jacob says KD. The answer? Russell Westbrook. 4,389.
I win.
I said they weren't all going to be Russ. That doesn't mean none of them are.
Fair.
Nick, I'm glad I didn't say something because I was about to say, who the hell is O?
The big O.
Zero,
Oscar
brother.
Robertson.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
I probably should have made it more ovular shaped.
No. Ovular.
Is that the word?
It is.
I haven't read in a while.
It doesn't refer to a number.
No, but the zero is more of an oval than a
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to get weirder. A little more obscure. Who leads the Thunder in field goal percentage? All-time leader in field goal percentage. Silva's face is incredible. He's thinking.
Is there
with his
like
face?
a shot minimum? Can this be a guy that took like 5 shots?
I don't know. This is what Basketball Reference has.
Okay,
So
well,
however
mine's
they
Not my answer.
put it
Yeah.
down.
But I'm sticking with it.
Taylor says KD. Silva says Enes Kanter. Nick says Enes Freedom. Jacob says Bismack Biyombo.
Knocked out by Shai's aura.
The answer is Steven
Kevin Martin?
Adams.
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams at 58.9%.
I had originally put Cantor, and then Justin's comment there made me think
I
it was
will
the
not be
recent
held
one.
liable for how
Super
these stats
obscure.
are compiled. All right, next. Who leads the Thunder in 2-point field goal percentage? Focusing just on 2-point. The last one was total field goal percentage. This is 2-point field goal percentage. Could be Steve-O again. Jacob says Ibaka. Taylor says Enes. Nope.
No.
That's a throwback. Nick says Russ. And Silva says...
I forgot the hyphen. It says Steveo.
Stevio.
It's the veil.
Are you ready for this one? The answer is Andre Robertson.
Wow.
60.4%. That guy loved a back cut.
Only on back cuts.
Wow.
Yeah, he got married like yesterday.
He did. He did.
In which
indeed.
Steven Adams was
Yep.
in
Taylor's
attendance.
dream girl.
The next question. Who leads
Rachel,
the
what's her
Thunder
face?
in 3-point percentage? Take it out behind the arc. Who's the sharpshooter? The all-time sharpshooter for the Thunder.
I feel like I should know this.
Jacob and Silva both say Morrow. Taylor says Kevin
really-
Martin.
I'm
That's
gonna
what they
go
call me
off-
sometimes, Justin, Jacob, and Silva.
Jacob and Silva.
Nick
Please
says
go.
KD. The
No
answer,
idea.
TP for the win. Kevin Martin.
Nice.
42.6%.
Except his shot was way less pretty than the one Taylor just did.
Indeed. If only
like
Kevin
a-
Martin wasn't so scared of being an all-star. Who knows what he
That's
could have
right.
been.
Championship.
All right. Next up, who leads the Thunder in EFG? Effective field goal percentage. We're getting into the advanced stats.
That's the stat they put on the Jumbotron, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
I almost got into win
Goodness.
shares and all kinds of stuff. This is as weird as it gets in terms of into the advanced stats.
This one's tough.
I think I know it. I think the Thunder. I think our buddy Michael Cage may have given this one this year.
Oh, really?
Ah,
We've got Silva says
Dakari Johnson.
That's a deep cut. Well done,
Jacob says Cantor. Taylor is covered by his name,
Shai.
and Nick says Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe, the correct answer.
Ooh, you remembered it.
60.4%.
I just figured I'd throw out a random name and see if it.
That was an incredible pull. Dakari Johnson is not a name I've thought about in quite some
No.
time.
That's a crazy pool.
All right,
Kentucky.
we've got.
Hey,
two
who
more.
was the big that played in Oklahoma, like Oklahoma City High School, and then played on the team?
Orton.
Daniel Orton.
Yeah, Daniel Orton. Okay, thank you.
Daniel Orton.
Big O. Speak of the devil.
Speaking of books, he was mentioned in Boomtown handful of times.
Speaking of books,
I thought you were gonna say
He
he
was in
could
a book
read. I was
once.
like, what?
He couldn't read real good.
the next question: who leads the Thunder in field goals per game? So we're going
Taken?
per game now.
Taken?
Yes,
Field
field
goal
goal. Hang on. Let me check my stat that I was pulling from. I think it's attempts, but it could be made. No, it is. It's made. Field goals per game, not attempts.
Oh, well, now my answer's wrong, but I'm sticking with it because it's another fun poll.
Field goals made per game, not attempts.
Get your weight up. Waiters Island.
TP
Dion
says
Waiters.
Dion. JD says Katie. Jacob says Katie. Nick says Russ. Number 2 all time at 9.2 field goals per game, Kevin Durant. Number 4 all time, Russell Westbrook at 8.1.
I should have.
Number 1, Shai
Dion Waiters.
Gilgeous-Alexander, 9.5.
Nice.
That makes some sense because those other guys played their rookie year and didn't get as many shots. That pulls the average down.
Sure. Critical thinking cap.
Hmm.
Number 3 is
possessions,
Paul
too.
George, in case you were curious.
Wow.
Last and final question. Who leads the Thunder in points per game?
Yeah.
You ever seen that meme of the horse that looks really nicely drawn and then it turns into a stick figure? That's what I felt with this one.
I think I galaxy brained this.
Jacob says KD. No, JD says KD. Jacob says SGA. Taylor says SGA. Nick had a half-hearted bubble letter SGA. There's a tie. KD and SGA.
Okay.
Interesting.
Both at 27.4 points per game.
Wow.
How
That'll
about
be
that?
Shai's award after this year.
Yep, should be. Paul George, number 3 at 25. Russell
he was really
Westbrook
good.
next at 23.
Yeah, the Oklahoma City Paul George was a really good player.
Amazing.
was.
Yeah.
Third in
Amazing.
MPP voting, guys.
Yep. Yeah. Hell of a player.
Shout out C.
He's a
Hell of a player.
All right. Let's keep going here. Another question from
Back to the sack.
Back to the sack from
The
Alex
mail
Bowlerjack.
sack.
Is Shai's the best individual guard postseason of the last 10 years?
Got to be Steph.
Yeah. that's probably
Postseason?
True.
Yeah.
Probably.
Trying to think of other guard postseasons. Has Steph had that most recent title? Steph was unbelievable.
And pre KD Steph was like
Yeah.
Insane.
Like 2016.
insane. Holy cake. There's been very few players where you watch a game and you're like, I don't care what the score is, what the situation is, or You could be down 3 with 0.8 seconds left. It's like they have Steph Curry.
Yep.
I think Steph. To answer the
What
other
about
question,
regular season?
it's still Steph. That
You think
2015.
Yeah.
2015.
He's definitely up there, right? The
Yeah.
fact
Yeah,
that he's
yeah,
even
Yeah.
easily in the conversation says a lot.
If it's Steph 2015, then the second best is Shai this year.
The only thing it's hard to quantify this, but like the way Steph was covered that season by the national media and ESPN and tracking all the threes and this and that, if Shai had been covered the same way, like maybe it's talked about the same way.
Yeah.
But like the way Shai was covered versus Steph is night and day different.
It's a good point.
Yeah. And I don't know. This is really biased, but like offensively, sure. But if we take in the totality of the game, the defense, the rebounding, all the other things, I mean, I think Shai's up there. I've said it on this show, but I think 2024-25 SGA is better than any individual Kobe season ever.
Jacob ignited NBA Twitter with that.
He
take.
did.
Yes.
And it was justified.
You're not be
I don't-
wrong. I mean,
I don't think it's wrong.
No.
there's a lot of context, but I totally. I mean,
I went up. I was curious. I went and looked at that Steph season just to see what it was. 30 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, 45% from 3, and attempting
Oof.
11 a game.
That's insane.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
oh my gosh.
2
dumb.
steals surprises me.
And
there.
his threes were
That was like the
range
year.
was stupid.
Yeah, 11 a game is crazy.
He was
Yeah,
pulling
that's
from
crazy.
the logo.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a fun season. And then Kevin Durant joined, and the rest is history.
It was the perfect time for Trae Young to be going into the draft cycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
For the record, this season, Shai 32.7, 5 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.7 steals.
yeah. I mean,
And
it
a block.
It was great. It was a great
Yeah.
season.
He's amazing.
It wasn't a I think the reason Steph, it's because it transcended the game and changed the way it was played.
For sure.
There's an Adam Loves Horror super chat that I could read.
You could. We would
Uh,
laugh.
Do
let's
we have any more
maybe-
basketball questions?
We do. We have a super chat from Malik Haywood. Where will Chet and Dub rank on the 2028 Olympics USA roster?
Mm.
That's
Chet,
tough.
I mean, I kind of think Chet could be the starting center,
yeah.
unless you think Anthony Davis is going to be healthy enough to
He might be dead.
might be dead, or is it Bam? It could be Bam as the starting
Hell
center.
no.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I think it
That's
could be Chet.
I
Also,
think it could,
USA
because
basketball.
the other pickings are slim.
Yep.
I think they
Joel
could both
Embiid
be
will be
starters.
hurt, and he probably will play for another country.
All the good centers are not American. So
But Chet, not only is he American, American.
he's white.
He
That's what you.
I was going to say he grew up in the USA basketball program with Nike and has been there before. But
That
yes,
too.
That too.
Taylor subscribes to the Jalen Brown shoe contract theory of Team
Yes.
USA basketball.
Yeah, that's amazing. J-Dub, though, in terms of wings, I don't think he'd be a starter.
I'm really curious to see the
Who would?
the
Cooper
most
Flag.
interesting part of this question to me is
Cooper,
Devin
Debonsa,
Booker.
Or like
Jaron
Hooper
Peterson.
flag.
Cooper
Get
is
him outta
Cooper,
here.
Cooper is literally being groomed as a USA darling.
yes, but
Devin
the
Booker probably.
Doesn't
most
represent
interesting
my
thing to me is
America.
like who of the old heads goes out for the team, because
Anthony
theoretically,
Edwards.
right? Like Paris kind of felt like the last hurrah for a lot of those guys, but
Yeah.
it also wouldn't surprise me if some of them, KD, even Braun potentially, even if Braun isn't like playing a huge role,
if they put
feels
LeBron
like-
on that team, that's ridiculous.
but right, would it surprise you at all?
No, it wouldn't.
No,
No.
It wouldn't surprise
that's
me if
just a
LeBron
very-
had retired from the NBA and still played.
Yes, it's just a very LeBron
He'll
thing
be-
to do.
He'll be playing in his new league overseas, which is apparently like an F1 kind of thing, Nick. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But also you
It's
have
gonna
like
be racing.
Darren Peterson, H.A. Debonsa, like all these up and coming players from the next draft class in 2020.
Yeah,
J-Double start, book it.
Oh,
Put it in there now. J-Dub is starting Team USA 2020.
wow.
Crazy.
That'd be cool. I would be
I don't know
surprised.
that I'm there in
not
the
there.
level of
What
confidence.
do you want to bet?
I don't.
I mean, Tatum's going to be playing.
Yeah.
Book-
Cooper
Booker.
Flag's going to be playing.
Maybe Tatum
Booker,
will play this time.
Ant.
Ants.
Like,
Ant.
there's a lot of guys.
J-Dub's
And
going to start.
then
Maybe Jalen Brown gets a courtesy pick in there since he missed the last one. I don't know.
Maybe.
It'll be fun.
Halliburton.
Halliburton's not starting.
I don't
He
know.
might be out of Achilles at that
Depends how that Achilles comes back.
point.
Yeah.
Achilles.
Let me look through our other questions here. Donnie Hazelwood replied with a bit of a hateful comment and said, "Be honest, you're among friends. How quickly do you tune out Taylor when he's on one?" And to that, I would say, if anyone, this is not a Taylor specific thing. If I hear too many numbers in one sentence, I'm clocking out. Not a Taylor thing. It's a life thing. It's always been
JD and
me.
numbers,
I was
Nick and
Nick and
books,
reading.
and it's
Can't
just,
do it.
Nick and words.
Silva's not going to get into financial modeling.
Me and
in his
names.
career.
No, I won't be learning any soft skills.
I think Nick and Silva tune out pretty quickly, and I think Jacob and Justin just look at me with these wide eyes, like, "What crazy things is he about to say? This could go one way or the other. Is he going to mispronounce a name? Is he going to butcher something? How
Yeah,
long
say
can he
something
actually go
mildly
here?"
racist?
Truthfully, whenever Taylor starts talking,
That's a Nick.
what I'm
It's
what I'm
funny.
processing is how am I going to find a way to transition this to get back on track? Which
I'm always
stat
on
or data
track.
point can I get us back on track with?
how much time's left in the show?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I love Taylor.
I love you too.
Because that's it.
Just in general.
No,
Show ends.
I love that I was trying to compliment Taylor and he interrupted me because that's just
On brand.
fabulous. No, this show would not be the same without any of you. I think the dynamic is unique and
I think it's 50th now, Smooth.
It is
Didn't they say it's
50th.
It is
50th now?
50th because Nick can't read and
Get it
JD
right.
can't count.
I don't even live in
right.
Oklahoma, brother.
You got an Oklahoma education.
oh
not
my
affected with
gosh.
the schools anymore.
What'd
Anyway.
you say?
I said I'm not impacting the schools anymore. I'm not in that statistic.
I'm not in that statistic. Funny enough, when I got out of it, it went to
Oh,
50th.
man.
So
There you go.
Whew. Anywho.
Comment from DevX Player Development. Geez, you really got to take 15 minutes to actually talk about basketball. You know, the thing we're here to listen to. Hey, DevX, you don't have to watch.
Wow.
but we want you to, DevX.
We
But we
do.
want you to.
DevX keeps coming back.
Remember what I said about the difference in how our dynamic is so special? You just got to see that with JD and Nick right there. You don't have to watch.
Here,
But
here's
we want you to.
here is the reality of life. When you are speaking to an audience of more than 15 or 20 people, there's no way to cater to everybody. And there's a lot of people that want to hear the non-basketball stupid side of the podcast. There's a lot of people that tune in and they don't care what we do in our free time or what books we listen or what books we read. What books we read.
on brand.
Well, no, like I said, I listen
What
to
books we listen to the
Yes,
summaries
I
of in
do
audio
listen, I do
form.
listen to summaries of books.
That's fair.
So it's hard to cater. So we try to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Like we could
It's a
very
variety.
easily rant for 45 to start the show before we talk
Nobody wants to listen to us break down like
Some-
advanced stats.
I
and
was going to say,
offseason.
some people want to hear Taylor talk for 15 minutes
That's
about
right.
numbers that make Silva's eyes glaze
Shout out
over.
to-
98% of people don't.
But DevX does. Dang it.
Nick
That's
learned
right.
that number from a soft skills book.
Yes.
It's also
Yes.
August 3rd. I'll
It is
just throw that in there too.
Can we get a few more basketball questions? It's been 15 minutes
Please.
already.
Wow.
Well,
Jacob, DevX is Jacob's burner, actually.
yeah.
He's just trash talking his own show while he's on air.
Like we've gotten a lot of questions about anime and video games, and I have notably
Yeah, we
not
don't need to
said
answer
any of
any of
that
those.
Are
because
there any
right,
questions about Thomas Sorber?
There
no,
was one.
was there?
There was.
Where?
I think that one came in from what was his
Text
name
line.
earlier? Silva.
I don't
Dick
know.
Brain. Is that what
I
you
think
said?
Nick got a DM about it.
Oh yes. Let me look at these. Could Sorber? This is from the deep inbox.
The deep inbox.
No name associated with these
It's
questions.
in the Bitcoin wallet with no traceable.
Yes.
The deep inbox of our mail sack.
It's on the dark web.
It's in the side pocket. It's like whenever you
I
get
got
back
this one from 4chan.
you're
Yes.
like cleaning out your suitcase and you're like, this is from like 4 trips ago. Where'd this come from? And you found the question. Let's go.
All right, let's rapid fire through the deep inbox and then we'll log out. Because these are actually very good questions, but we can't all answer them or we'll be here for another hour.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1. Could
Don't tempt me
Sorber
with a
play?
good time.
Could Sorber play as well as Lively did his rookie season and actually contribute?
Could he be as good as Lively? Possibly. Is he going to get the opportunity with the guys already on this team? No.
Bingo. I agree.
Next question: which player do you think?
Mavs were desperate for a center.
Yeah.
They were
True.
desperate. They were
I haven't
horny
heard-
for a center. Like the Thunder are not there with Thomas Sorber. Although Thomas Sorber's built like a Mack truck meets Wendell Carter Jr. and I kind of love it.
True. It's a big
Good
old
comp.
boy.
Go Sorber. Which player do you think sees the biggest year-over-year points per game increase next season? What about the biggest decrease? I
we
feel
keep
pretty good betting
riding-
on Chet
Oh, what's a good
getting the
one?
biggest points per game increase.
Give me
was-
Case and Wallace
Oh,
I would love
okay.
that. That would make this team very good. I
for
was
the
just
upside.
thinking of,
There's a 2-part question for what it's worth.
yeah. I'm still riding the AJ Mitchell hype.
Points per game decrease.
I have the numbers if anyone needs to know.
I don't know if it's gonna like. I
Isaiah
think
Joe.
percentage wise, I think it'll be Joe.
It's a good one.
In terms of a
Like
decrease,
percentage of his points decrease.
fair. Average 10
By
last
that.
year.
Because if he drops 2 and Shai drops 2.
I mean, he was like what, top 6 in the team in points per game regular season?
Oh, was he?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, he was.
What was he, 5th or 6th?
Don't
Six.
ask Silva numbers.
Six.
Six.
Numbers.
What if Silva said 8?
Well, 7 people averaged 10 or more points a game, and yeah, he averaged.
Fair.
He was
Yeah.
0.1 off from Lou Dort.
Whoa, okay, that's interesting. Like that, I don't think that happens again.
True.
Yeah, he averaged 10.2, and Dort averaged 10.1. Next question: will Nikola Topic average more or less assists per game than AJ did as a rookie?
Give
me
me
AJ
AJ
averaged
averaged
1.8 assists
Oof.
per game.
More.
He may not play every night, but when he plays,
Yeah.
he'll get at least 2.
Agreed.
I'll buy that.
Over under 2.5.
He's playing
Over.
Euroball, isn't he?
He is.
Eurobasket.
Yeah,
Eurobasket.
Eurobasket with the Nicolas.
That'll give us some
Every-
fun stuff
yeah.
to talk about in September.
Where every last name ends with IC, except for one, I think.
Serbia, baby.
Yep. Next one. Who scares you more and why? Houston or Denver? Taylor, going to you here.
Denver, because we just saw what they can do when they have Nikola Jokic. If they were healthy, they obviously improved. Houston's still a great team. Will be a fun matchup for OKC, but it's got to be the Nuggets for me.
It's a t-shirt day. I got the itch. All the Serbian players.
That was good.
That's really,
That's really
that's incredible.
It's really good.
I've got the itch.
Really good. Serbian national team. You got to wear that shirt.
We gotta do Serbian
For a non-reader,
Eurobasket.
that's in the bag, Nick.
Good looking.
I don't read.
For someone
should
that's illiterate. That was a great pun. Wow.
That's awesome.
What a show.
I think we need to start a sidebar podcast just about Serbian Eurobasket called "We Got the Itch."
Yes.
Sounds
Really
like you got
good.
crap.
Yeah, Contested.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. I don't know.
Boo.
It's probably already a like a rash podcast called "I Got the Itch," so we won't be able to get that name.
Gross.
Not with an IC though.
Disgusting.
ITCH.
That's my go-to podcast genre.
Oh my god.
Next question: biggest
A
threat in the East.
WebMD of podcasts.
Biggest threat in the East to beat OKC in the NBA Finals.
Is it the
Man,
Knicks?
that's a good. Yeah, Knicks.
Cavs.
Knicks feel like a
Cavs.
good.
Cleveland, man.
Cavs.
I'd go with Cleveland. Not too afraid of the Knicks.
They were going after KD this summer. I think they are ready to make a we are here kind of move, not just a regular season team kind of move.
Cleveland.
I wouldn't be shocked if whoever is like the primo guy at the trade deadline on the market, if the Cavaliers aren't the ones making the move.
LeBron James homecoming.
I mean,
Nick's answer here is the Hawks.
No, I love the Hawks, but I know they're not that good.
Yeah.
They're good. They're
It'll be
good,
fun.
but they're not that good.
That can be fun.
Who would be the perfect realistic trade deadline target for the Thunder? Can't say Cam Johnson anymore. Who's the next Cam Johnson? What's old boy's name in Washington? Corey Kispert. Come on down.
Oh, that's a good one.
Interesting.
I like that.
He's a little bigger than you think too. Come on.
I don't know who just made the involuntary fart noise, but that was
Corey
phenomenal.
Kispert 6'7", 220.
He is.
You know, he would.
That's Cam
unironically
Johnson
be-
sized.
Cam Johnson's like 6'9", I think.
I will give you
Very
adjacent answer. I don't think it's a trade deadline trade.
Cam Johnson 6'8", 210.
Not letting it go.
I think it's a.
Do you understand those numbers, buddy?
Jesus Christ. I think it's a trade deadline time frame buyout, and Chris Middleton is coming to OKC.
Oh,
I think they'll pick up Markieff Morris around the deadline.
oh my God.
I was so excited about that.
Right around when he gets paroled.
Same.
I know.
We talked about getting one of the Morris twins
hey,
for like 3 years.
Another season and playing in Washington, he's going to be Chris Lowerton. All right. Don't give me that face, Justin. Not even mid anymore. He's just bad. Chris
not great.
Batterton.
Last question. It
Please.
says foreshadow : when we're entering the playoffs next season, what's the one thing you think we'll be talking about as a weakness that could be OKC's downfall? And you cannot say injuries.
3-point shooting.
Yeah, it's kind of the issue this year. And yeah, that's probably what I would say also.
Half-court offense feels like a slightly different take on the same issue, but it could go beyond just outside shooting. But I don't know. I feel like they're going to improve in that area, so I don't know that I'm ready to like hang my hat on that.
Give me. It's gonna sound weird, and I've contradicted this in the past, but like sense of urgency, like it would be the non-thundery thing to happen of all the teams that have won it to come out the next year and like not play with the same intensity and do the little things. But there is a world, there's a possibility. It wouldn't shock me if there were some games this year where it was like, man, they probably would have won that last year when they were like the underdog chip on their shoulder, and they just didn't look like they really wanted it. Obviously, the playoffs is a different beast, and like they turn it up a notch in the playoffs. But if the question is going into the playoffs, what's a concern, meaning something that during the regular season pissed you off, it may be that.
So it's hard to repeat.
Yeah.
Is it fair to just say Denver as an answer to that question?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a healthy Denver. Yep. That'll be fun. We'll probably get it. All right. That's the end. We'll do one of these again someday, or not. We'll see how this episode goes in terms of ratings.
Do it again or not.
Ratings. We're going to send out a survey. Let us know what you think about this podcast.
Yeah, someone's going to say, I hate how much they didn't talk about
Nick will
basketball.
feed into AI and get the summary though.
Do you
Plug
ever
the
listen to our
results
show,
in.
Nick?
Plug the results in.
I'll take that as a no.
I watch every show. I watch, not just listen. I don't listen. I watch.
That's
That
nice.
checks out.
Mostly
He
because
watches the movie.
Taylor's always
Don't give him the
giggling.
transcript.
I people watch. You know, like whenever you got in public and you're like watching people do weird things, When I
You
watch,
watch
the show,
everybody who is
This
speaking.
is the third time something's felt suspicious on this show. Like
I just
Yes.
watch people.
people
you
watch.
know when you go outside and you just watch people.
No,
Might
my,
get put on a
no,
watch list, Nick.
it's a different perspective when you're watching it, like not being on the show, because like you'll see, like
Yeah.
for example, Taylor will be like looking down at his phone, and I'm like, oh, he's looking for a tweet that he can spout off here for his next bullet point. It's like you just kind of see the things that are processing in your brain. It's a different way to
It's
consume.
like watching game film.
Yeah,
I look over here
exactly.
when I'm about to do a sound.
Or when you read.
Yes.
yeah. All right, we're out of here. Thanks for
Nick,
listening.
when's the last time you cracked a coloring book?
Not that I can ever remember.
Nick's about to be reading a lot of kids' books, I guess.
That's right.
Quit coming to
Hey.
the kid stuff.
All
but
right,
yeah,
thanks for
but yeah.
listening to this episode of the Uncontested
Oh,
Podcast.
okay. That wasn't meant to be suspicious.
The theme of this podcast that wasn't meant to be suspicious. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for listening. Join the Patreon. Join the Discord. We'll see you then. Love ya. Thunder up and adios.